Hey all, welcome back to Final Fantasy, where last time we translated the Ufenian language and learned it by using the Rosetta Stone, which is not on our list anymore for some reason. Yeah, we kind of got rid of it for some reason. We gave it to him and never got it back. I don't know, that's weird. But yeah, we learned the Ufenian language, went there, and we got the chime in order to enter the Mirage Tower. And we went through the Mirage Tower in order to get to the Sky Fortress. And now we're going through the Sky Fortress, which is basically a dungeon within a dungeon. And there is going to be a little bit of annoyances here, but thankfully, since we have prepared by stocking up on items before we even came here, we're all set for all that. So don't have to worry too much. But this place is not, it's a little bit more complicated than the Mirage Tower. The Mirage Tower is pretty much just go counterclockwise and you'll eventually get there. And I just realized that I did not do anywhere near enough damage. Okay, well, that didn't work at all. Fire Rock? No, wait. Are they weak to just standard attacks? You know what? I'll try Blizzard. Let's see how that works. Because I killed one of them, but I am clearly not killing them all. Okay, so Blizzard. Blizzard is definitely what they're weak to. Good. I shall remember that for the next time I encounter them. But I took a decent chunk of damage, so let's just cure that. Thank you. Okay. Let's go through here, grab this, a razor. What is razor? Other than a flip phone. Okay, what do we got? Razor, a saber that casts Scourge when used. That's all well and good, but it probably is a terrible weapon. That answered that question. All right, that was over me threw a sword when I did that, but yeah, anyways, leaving this room. This dungeon is very, very laid back in terms of design. It's literally just every floor is little sections that you can walk into. Like, this is shaped like a T, for instance. No big issues there. You just go down, grab some chests, go left, grab some chests, go up, grab some chests. Not up, sorry. Go right to grab some chests, then up. Up is the way forward, I believe. This dungeon is really, really simple. It does have a little bit of a minor problem later on, but there is a very slim chance of that happening, but I'm going to save just in case. You never know. When I get there, I'll explain what it is. But for now, we are going to work our way through this dungeon. Nothing too big or special, just more enemies as usual. As usual, as in literally constant barrage of enemies. Can you please let me get through a dungeon with a battle that is like maybe like 5 minutes before I get into one? Instead of like, oh hey, battle, 2 steps, battle, 2 steps, battle. Please, that's all I'm asking. Make it smoother for me. Okay, one more. There we go. I have so much money, I don't even know what I can do with it. I can stock up on all the equipment I need, which is literally nothing since all your good stuff comes from dungeons in this game anyway. I overshot the door and got into a battle, which is fine, since it's just one enemy. One enemy. Oh, what is that going to do for you? That's exactly what I thought, you're dead. It did nothing for you. Okay, so we go up here and grab you, a potion, Gil, and Gil. So this side is just money. I mean, we're not really lacking in money that, okay, but we're lacking in survivability right about now. Poison darts? Wow, what did you do, shoot the floor? I don't see how 4 people could have evaded that with no problems. All right, you need to die. Okay, that was a little bit weaker than I expected, but level ups are always good. Okay, moving on. Do I know level 8 magic yet? I do not. Okay, when I learn level 8 magic, I'll be able to get Flare. And then Flare will be like, yay, I can actually use a good attack. Hi, Evil Eye. You were a random, like not a random, but a predetermined encounter earlier on in the game when I was trying to get the Levy Stone. And now you are just a random enemy in the field. It's so funny when you see kind of predetermined slash bosses, per se. when they get downgraded like that. It's just super weird to me. Okay, and let's go over here and grab these chests. Okay, we are not going to grab the chest because of battles. So let's just get rid of you as fast as ow. I don't think that'll kill you, but if it does, that would be nice. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm kind of getting to the point where I just cannot do the output damage. Okay. Thank you. I took one step. I want to know why these Black Knights are here. It makes no sense to me. Are these like the quote-unquote bats that got turned in, like they were the 5 warriors or whatever that got sent up here and turned into bats? I don't know. It's kind of a, okay. 86 damage and killed it. That's totally fine by me. Healing helm. Protect ring, nice. Gil and Gil. Okay, so we got another protect ring. Too bad everyone has one. But a healing helm, on the other hand, is still garbage, but it casts heal when used, so. That's best left off to Azure actually using those, since those intelligence stats higher up. You can actually make better use of it. You know what, I'm gonna try Fire Aga, see if it does more damage. This Thundaga does not seem to be doing that well for me. All right, and now that they are dead, I can move on to the next floor, hopefully. Please. Heading to the next floor. Okay. I definitely got in way more battles in these past few episodes than I think I have the entire game so far. Like, I'm not even joking. This is grinding without even me trying to grind. Hi. Okay. That is a different version of the Dark Knight, and I think I might have already fought you, but not realized it. But it doesn't matter, you're dead, so... You tried? That's fine. All right, go up. Yes, no. I was so close. So close. Okay, that was terrible. So next floor, we are on Flying Fortress Tooth. So there is 5 floors of this dungeon, but honestly, this dungeon is really, really simple. You can literally just navigate this dungeon in less than 5 minutes if you did not care about grabbing treasures. That's how simple this dungeon is. It's just that there's so many good treasures in this dungeon in general that it's worth it to go for them, which is what I'm doing. The only issue with that is getting constant battles, which is okay, because it's still grinding, but I am getting to the point where I'm wasting resources. Even though I have well more than enough abilities and curing potential and all that I don't really care as much. One of these times they're gonna actually use it on Jags and it might be a little bit iffy, but I have the protect rings, I don't really care that much. Okay. Gil. More Gil. Now this next room is actually gonna be something special. If I can get there without getting into a battle, I'm just going to attack. Thank you. So we get over here and we see something that isn't a chest. It is the adamantite. Now, you remember that the Mount Duergar, we had somebody talk about that. We need to bring that back there as soon as possible. If you wanted to, you could leave the dungeon and get it now. It might be slightly beneficial to do that since this dungeon isn't that bad and the Mirage Tower itself isn't that bad, but I'm going to wait. It's just like if you want to conserve resources and all that. I'm gonna skip this bottom one because this bottom one here is just the way forward. Hi, Evil Eye. When Azure's almost able to kill him with cat claws, I feel like you are going to be a terrible enemy if I can do it by myself. Black robe, nice, and the white robe. Convenient. The black robe is not going on me for some reason. The black robe casts Blizzara when used. Really, really good. It's not great equipment per se, but it's really, really good. The white robe, on the other hand, she cast what? Because I forget. The white robe, there it is. Invisora when used, which is also pretty nice. There's some of the best equipment in the game, honestly, but what I got now is still better. No. No. Ow. Ow. All right. I'm gonna play that way. I'm gonna play this way. Bye-bye. Oh, you didn't die from that? That's a problem. Ow. This is actually a problem. They did not die from that. So die. Die, please. Ah, it could have gone better. Just maybe slightly better. Okay, good, good, good. Now let's heal all that, please. Here I go. That's actually kind of close, but a little bit off. And now we are good. We are all set on that. Moving on to the next little bit. More treasures. Come on. Ah, it's an ambush too. That's a terrible ambush, honestly. And when you do 1 damage to the black mage, you need to rethink your attacking priorities. Thank you. Ribbon, there it is. And the diamond shield, which is not as good because obviously, yeah, the Aegis shield is just the better option. But yeah, considering the ribbon now, we can actually equip that. A lot less defense, yes, but it's another ribbon. But you have the protect ring, guards against instant death, so you're okay. You, on the other hand, getting inflicted with status is gonna be kind of annoying. So we'll get you that, and we can actually equip whatever we want now on here because we have this that wards out special attacks, and the protect ring kind of just nullifies that, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter too much because it's still one of my better equipments anyway. So yeah, can I actually equip that helm on anybody else? Like, you? Nope. All right, that's fine, that is fine. Moving on. Into a battle, of course, that's fine. The only real annoying thing about this dungeon is, of course, the fact that we're dealing with kind of limited movement tendencies going on. So all these right angles and diagonals and stuff are literally click, 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 and it's just obnoxious. And I feel like if they were to ever truly remake this game in 3D, it will probably not be as right angle-y looking. It probably would be actual diagonals. Diamond gloves. Okay, can anybody actually use those? Not you, but you can. Right? Yeah, you can. And it just made a diamond and it sucks compared to protect ring. Why? Okay, that's fine. So moving on, that's all the treasures in this floor, so we shall head down, or up, I mean. An ambush? Well, that was terrible. So far, every ambush in this game has not really been that bad. At least for me, anyway. Okay. Maybe the ambush would have been slightly better if you joined your party members earlier, instead of lagging behind and me just running up and hitting you with a sword and you dying. So, the next floor has a little bit of helpers here. Hello. From this observation window, you can look out on the entire world. So yes, cool. We have an observation window and a battle in front of the observation window, which is a lot of enemies. but I am going to make sure that they all die. I don't know how well the Rakshasas are, but yeah. Hopefully they are not terrible. Okay. Yeah, they're not bad. They're just casting. Kind of pathetic at this point. So I really, really, really want to look out on the entire world, but this game is not letting me. Can I do that now? Thank you. The observation window looks out upon the world. It should have said the entire world. It would have been funny. Four forces of fire, earth, water, and wind appear as a mist converging on a single point. A point at the center of the four altars. This must be the location of the Chaos Shrine. Yes, we get to see the world map, and they all converge on a single point. As you can tell, they all converge in the center of the map, and the center of the map is literally where we fought Garland in the beginning of the game. So, we might want to keep that in mind, because that's a little bit kind of a revelation there. This is kind of funny that there is a warp point forward like immediately, but I'm not heading in that direction. I am grabbing some treasures as usual. More Gil, Sasuke's blade, and a gold needle. Sasuke's blade. Jags. Thank you. That's all we needed from there. Ambush. Yay! Something did more like 1 to 3 damage on an ambush. Awesome. We now know which one's the stronger one of the bunch. So you need to die. Okay. Simple enough. Now that Jags has pretty much his quote-unquote ultimate weapon in the game, everybody else is kind of lagging behind because of that. I mean, he definitely doesn't need to equip anything fancy now because he just has that, but I am going to see about finding other stuff for people. Hi. You know what? Give me this work. Alright, that will work. I don't really see how you can cut up stone unless you're... Wait a minute. You're a ninja, and ninjas are really fantastical and cool. So cutting up stone is not beyond their abilities, I guess. Alright. So let's grab you. More money. A protect ring. That's pointless at this point because everybody has one. Okay. And now to the next set. Hi. You look like a sprite swap at this point. And much smaller version of them too, now I think about it, because they're shrunk. Okay. I almost went down to the next floor, or floor before, I mean. And that would have been annoying. Okay. We got more money. A protect cloak. That's close. That's just a chest of, oh, we need to fill this thing up with something. And they can't think of anything. A protect cloak. Do you cast protect when used? Large cloak worn over armor. Is that for you? Yes, it is. You finally have more defense and you stack up with everybody else. So that's great. That is really good. And the rest of this floor, kind of pointless. All right, so this next floor looks very, very big and complicated, but as you can tell, it loops. It's a constant looping dungeon. So yeah, as you can tell, it wraps and is weird like that. Can I please? Okay, Vampire Lord. That was terrible. Okay, moving on. So yes, this is where we came from, right? So all we gotta really do is just kind of explore around. It's really, really iffy due to the fact that you're not really sure where to go. But if I could stop getting into battles and confusing myself because of it, I'll be able to figure this out. So please die. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we go up 1. Okay, so up. Okay, okay. Okay. So far, I've gotten into a battle every single intersection, and it's getting ridiculous. I mean, every single intersection. So, go up, there we go. And now, we go up from here, and the warp should be right in front of me. I guess we'll find out in a moment. This game does not like me. It really doesn't. This is ridiculous. This is swarms of enemies. Okay. All right. Warp out of here. Good. Now we're on 5F. I'm saving. Not there. Go over this one. There we go. This is a different save. Thank you. Perfect. This floor is actually the floor that I'm worried about. There is a 1 in 64 chance of me encountering what is called the War Mech. Or, depending on what version of the game you're playing, it could be called the Death Machine. This thing is actually stronger than the boss in this area, but fighting it might be worth it because it does drop some really good equipment, but the chances of anything dropping anything in this game is even less. So when you have a 1 in 64 chance of encountering it, and then a 1 in 20 chance of getting the item from the thing, it's awful. So I'm probably never going to encounter it, but if I do, that would be cool. If I don't, I'm at least going to show it off, maybe. I don't want to promise that, because if I try to show it off, I'll be getting in battles constantly in order to have that happen, which means that I will probably be grinding way too much due to all the battles. I mean, I could run away from battles, yes, but at the same time, it's just easier to fight through them versus hoping I get away. As you can tell, this path is pretty short, and I'm already here. So I definitely did not get into a battle with it. That's kind of a problem, but I did make a save here. So I'm not too concerned with that. The save is already there. So that is cool. Anyways, we're not actually going to be fighting the thing, so here. The Lich, Merlif, and Kraken. You have defeated 3 fiends and reached my lofty perch. More, the better. May the image of Tiamat, the fiend of wind, be last to burn in your eyes. So Tiamat here actually has a little bit of a thing going on. She has about 2,400 HP, which is pretty high, honestly. And she is resistant to pretty much all elemental magics. For being the Fiend of the Wind, is kind of weird that she is, but there is a reasoning towards that. She has many heads, so all the heads can do different things. I don't get how or why that does what it does, but it does. But she is resistant to all that stuff, yes. But she is not resistant to poison, which gives us a great weapon for that. The Razor casts Scourge when used. She's not immune to this. She can die in 1 hit to this attack if it works. And it does work, not all the time, but I have used it as a viable strategy of beating this battle. So I'm just gonna cast Haste and just eventually hope I get it. It will work, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna do my standard stuff, get my attacks going on, all that junk. But we kind of have a little bit of a problem. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit there. Azure is completely pointless for this battle, sadly, so he's just going to be doing Razor. And you are going to be trying to protect people and stuff. Party's defense isn't that great, so I'm just going to try to cure people in the meantime. Everybody's okay, so I'm just going to use Kiraga. You do this, and you just attack outright. So I'll get the damage going for now, because she constantly swaps heads. If you have null spells, they are very good for this battle. Because you can pretty much just use a null shock, make that attack pointless, and so on and so forth. Just each one. Or that could happen. All right. All right. That was easy. Well, all right then. Let's bring the last crystal back to light. Now all the crystals shine. And now that that's all set, we also unlock the Whisperwind Cove, which is the final bonus dungeon. Well, technically there's 2 more because I'm playing the PSP game. Or the PSP version, I should say. I actually don't legitimately remember where those 2 extra dungeons are at, but I will find them. And I'm making a save here, so I can fight Tiamat. Not Tiamat, sorry. Warmech. So I can fight Warmech / Death Machine, if I can find it. Problem is, it's just not happening, so I'll just put this here. And there we go. So, we're out of here. And now that we're done with that, we are, pretty much everything's lit up. We can do all the bonus dungeons now and get all those out of the way. Oh, we can head towards the end. We do know that all the lights converge on one location. The one location being the Chaos Shrine, which is where we are going to be heading. But I have a bunch of dungeons I want to do, so we're gonna do those. So next time on Azure Plays More Final Fantasy, we'll pick and choose. Dungeons are more dungeons. See you all then.